Hello everyone, I am April Anaval from the SED English 1B, and I'm going to share my presentations about relations among cultural identity, motivation for language learning, and perceived English language proficiency for international students in the United States. Guide questions. What are the what are the issues presented in the study? What do the literature or other studies say about these issues? How was the study conducted and interpreted? What are the findings, implications, and conclusion of the study? What are the future research directions of this study? And last, what concept of the module and this study have in common? State at least three ideas. So first, what are the what are the issues presented in the study? The issues presented in the study are the relations between cultural identity and language learning among international students, how international students adapt to the local society, and what factors influence this process, the relations of cultural identity to language learning for international students in the United States, motivation for language learning and self-perceived language proficiency. And second, what do the literature or other studies say about these issues? So, well, language has a significant part in the adoptions process. According to numerous studies, in the United States of international students, the inability to communicate in English is linked to a number of maladaptive effects, including a lack of social networks, sentiment of discrimination, and so on, as well as anxiousness. According to Andrade 2016, 2006, Mori 2000, Wang et al. 2018. So third, how was how was this study conducted and interpreted? A sense of belonging to a certain culture or society might help motivate people to do things they don't want to do. Study a language, as in Margaret's integrative approach to language learning. Noels et al. 2019, Noels and Grandmere 2003. However, English proficiency is becoming increasingly important and essential educational and professional skill, as well as a community of learners. The distinction between native English speakers and non-native English speakers has blurred. Hans Hod, 2011. So, number four, what number four, what are the findings, implications, and conclusion of the study? The findings indicate that auto learning motivation or learning motivation mediate, mediated the relations between ethic and American and identification and English proficiency. The results suggest that although a stronger ethic identification was associated with lower English proficiency, this relation could be buffered buffered by higher levels of motivation in learning English. American identification was less predictive of language-related variables than ethics identification. This was inconsistent with previous research indicating that identification with the host culture promote second language performance directly, according to Ersanali and Kopmans 2010. However, since no language learning as a mediator of the relations between cultural identity and language proficiency, our study might provide a new perspective that host culture identification might not relate to L2 performance directly. Implications. Implications. For starters, a strong ethnic identity may be beneficial English proficiency may be hampered. However, motivation to study the language may mitigate this effect. To make it easier for international students studying in the United States to improve their English language skills, United States of America. Second, despite the fact that strong American identity was unrelated to it, did not directly improve English competence. Rather, it fostered English proficiency through an incentive. Thus, this research has important implications for higher education institutions who want to help international students learn in the United States. And number 5, what are the future research directions of this study? There are 2 additional suggestions for the future research. First, as I mentioned above, identity is dynamic so long